Hi everybody, it's Anbanani. Welcome to my channel. Please do make sure that you are subscribed on this channel. Listen, if you don't subscribe on this channel and you watch without subscribing, what's gonna happen to you? It's cold today. So yeah. Kuzofika load shedding at your house, just your house. All of the neighbors will have electricity and you will not have electricity for 2 hours. You want to prove it? Don't subscribe, you will see. Anyway, you guys, listen. Jub Jub once again has quit his job. I don't know how many times Jub Jub has quit his job. Then he comes back. Then he quits again. Then he comes back. Then, I don't know, you guys. So he has quit his job and he is claiming that he is not being treated kindly by the boss. But what is nice about this article that we are going to go through today is that Jub Jub tells his side of the story. And then Obrita also comes and tells his side of the story. And we all know that is not something that we usually get on a Sunday. Usually we get just one side of the story this Sunday. And then a week later, somebody comes and responds to the article, So today we get it on the same day. So this is a story written by Ungwako Malachi. It says that Uyajola 99 presenter Jub Jub has resigned from Moja Lab in a half after complaining of verbal and emotional AB from the TV channel's chief executive officer, Aubrey Dow. News of Jub Jub's renouncement of the throne is contained in the letter that he wrote to Dow last week. In the letter, the Sunday World has seen Jub Jub, real name Molemo, said that he was hurtful of Dow's tendency to treat him like a sewer rat, not a sewer rat. After careful consideration, the reasons for my resignation are as follow. My resignation, okay? But it might as well be resignations because you have resigned so many times. The verbal and emotional abuse in the work environment from the CEO himself, continuous threats about losing my job, reads the letter. Okay. Jub Jub also cited the argument which erupted before the shooting of episode of the popular show among the reasons that made his life at the channel a living hell. Breach of contract, unstable working environment, team changing, plans changing, last minute changes which have affected my creativity over the years. Uyajola 99 has lost its DNA, and that will result in a loss of viewership, which I have spoken about multiple times. This is Jub Jub, you guys. I do feel like he's right there, you guys, because I do feel like if they change him as the presenter, there are definitely people that are not going to watch the show just because it's not Jub Jub anymore. I know for myself, you guys, I no longer watch Sizokuthola because it's not Xolani Khumalo that does the show. I love Xolani Maphanga very much, but I watch him on X-Repo. I just don't like how he does Sizokuthola. I just feel like there was a show that was for Xolani Khumalo. Okay, so even with this show, I do feel like there are people that will stop watching the show just because Jub Jub is no longer the presenter. Okay, he further stated that the channel's refusal to allow him to exercise his creativity to host the show freely also made his job unbearable. An email was sent way in advance on the 4th of August for the day that I would be unavailable for shooting to avoid inconvenience, but still I was sent a work schedule. I have been made out to be a difficult and unreasonable person to work with, whereas the work environment was not conducive for me. Jub Jub also stated that his legal team sent an email to the channel about his grievances, but the station disregarded it and ordered him to come to work. Okay. The award-winning rapper also explained that his heart bled after the channel called him an artist when no one had proof. With all this, I have concluded that it is in my best interest to step down from my role effective immediately, he stated. In his response, Thou accepted Jub Jub's resignation letter with pleasure. Hi, well, guys, listen. Even when you really don't like the job and you don't like the boss and you're quitting and the boss doesn't like you, you don't usually get the response of, I will accept your resignation with pleasure. It's usually like a lie that is going to be, oh my God, like, we've really appreciated your contribution in this company. We wish you all the best, okay? whereas they are actually wishing that you find a worse boss than you had here. That's really what they think, but they don't say. So this is very strange that he actually said with pleasure. He accused the musician of being ungrateful, dishonest, and super arrogant after the channel supported him during his difficult times. For an example, you would often be late for call times for hours on end and constantly have to be called, reminded, and begged to arrive. The company was paid for your wardrobe as well in advance and also given your S&T Special Needs Trust after discussions with you to make it much more easier to work with you, reads the response. They also reminded Jub Jub of an old incident which embarrassed the channel in which the presenter insulted a female businesswoman. Okay? You had on another occasion verbally asked a lady in Moruleng and named her with her private parts. This is an indication of how ill-disciplined and disrespectful you are. But you also hired him back. I don't understand Oprita though. Because after that incident and after the other accusations, you still gave him back his job. So now why are you going back to that incident? Clearly, it's not the reason you're firing him now because you hired him back after that incident. Okay? The businessman also lambasted Jub Jub for ill-treating the participants of the show and blamed its decline in viewership on the museum. You would also mock and ridicule the participants in the show, again showing how ill-disciplined you were. This reduces the viewership numbers because you are not taking the show seriously. When you are being told to please be professional, as this is not about you, it is about the participants, you ignore the advice, he stated. Dow dismissed Jub Jub's allegation that the channel had called him an arpist. Okay, so I wonder what would be the reason for your boss to call you that. No one called you an artist other than you were being accused of being an artist, hence the support that was offered to you. Whenever you were disciplined or encouraged to take accountability, you will term it abuse. This was not abuse, but rather accountability, and you did not take much accountability, he stated. Dow added that Uyajola 99 was dethroned from its position as the channel's most watched show by X-Rapo because of the artist's indiscretions. Your attitude and lack of respect towards the crew and participants actually diluted the show and was regrettable. Our numbers on the show is our number one show is now X-Rapo because you are the presenter who understands his boundaries. X-Rapo because he is the presenter. I think they made a mistake here. Maybe they mean Olani is the presenter that understands his boundaries and respects his craft and only paid per show. Okay. The mistake we have done was to give you monthly fee. The company would pay you monthly 180,000 rands. Okay, that's a lot of money. Even if you did not work and yet you term this unfair treatment. Dow also chastised Jub Jub for failing to show up at the paid gig, saying that by doing so, he took a bread out of the mouths of the affected music promoters. You would come to the CEO's office and would ask for a loan to pay back the people you took money from, who booked you to perform in Kimberley, Eastern Cape, and other provinces. You also said they are threatening your life because you never render the services. Guys, listen. Never, ever, 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 ever borrow money from your boss. No. Find a cousin or something to borrow money from, okay? This was again ill-discipline and wrong. I advise you that this is out of order and these people are trying to put bread on the table for their families and those are employed, but you decided to take their monies and spend it and never pitched up to perform. Think about it, okay? This is the reason you fear to go to the Eastern Cape or Kimberley doing the shoots. It is unfortunate that a talented person would behave like this manner, okay? Would behave like this manner, he stated. Hey guys, English is shy song. English is shy song. English is a very fair language. Hey, it will punish you. Anyway, you guys, that's what's going on. Listen, there are things that I probably believe when it comes to Jub Jub, because I've seen how he does the show, and I've wondered sometimes if that's how Moja Love wants the show to be done. Sometimes he'll be fighting with the participants on the show like he is the one that is being cheated on, you know. So it would become unprofessional like that. But I also do feel like there are things about the show that people liked only because Jub Jub was part of the show. So I wonder what they're going to do with this show. Now I'm just wondering, you guys, they're paying Jub Jub 180,000 rands, but they are over there. They have another show, La Payaninga. That is one of the most watched show on Moja Love. But they were talking about that amount that they were talking about when it comes to Siakela and his wife. Anyway, guys, Jub Jub has once again quit his job, okay? I wouldn't be surprised if another article comes out today saying that Jub Jub is back at Moja Love because they have a toxic relationship like that with the boss of Moja Love, okay? They are like that, okay? Break up because they F up. Anyway, you guys, thank you so much. Breakups, guys, as of clients. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. Please like it before Pumegona, share it with your friends, with your family, and even with strangers. Uthando.